What's up, Michael Williams?
Hi.
Can you hear me? Is that funny? Is that funny? Nice birds in the background. Yep, he can hear.
Okay, so I don't need to check it?
No.
Okay. I was trying to figure that out, so.
Sam,
Hey,
yes,
no.
it is a very lovely day.
Avery, come on, honey.
Actually, this whole weekend, other than one rainy day we had
Come help Mommy
a few
make
days
dinner.
ago,
It's almost 7 o'clock, baby, so I'm going to take her upstairs and have dinner.
Okay.
Hey.
Dinner time.
Hey, come on, come help Mommy make
Yeah, it's
dinner
been great
so it's not too late.
coming out here and
Come help Mommy
Sam,
cook.
I have to cast your mask, but I got your rib cage all complete, ready to go. So I should have everything. What is today, honey?
Today's
Monday. I should have everything sent out to you by Wednesday, if not Thursday at the latest, Sam. So. So right now, I got a huge order, and so I'm kind of breaking it down by color scheme, and I'm basing these masks out in white. There's two of these kind. This is called our Sino, like Sino Evil. One is going to be more dark, and one's going to be more kind of like an albino character, as requested. So this first coat doesn't really matter how nice it goes on, because it has nothing to do with the detail layer or anything. But I'll do a couple rub outs, some airbrush. Yay! A couple rub outs and airbrush details on it. This is one of my first masks that I ever did. I'm probably gonna have to retire the mold soon.
Hi.
Hey, honey.
Hi.
Or do some mad repairing on it. You keep freezing for me. Oh, what's for dinner? I don't know. What's for dinner, honey? Pork ribs, mashed potatoes, broccoli, biscuits, corn. Way too much. My wife, we used to invite, pretty much anyone into our home, because my wife always cooks for an army, she says. Now I don't know if I even want people to come over anymore. They all seem to try to use you and take what they can and then hightail it. Doesn't pay off to be a good person anymore. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That was this mask. This one I got to base out the same way, and then this one is just for my personal. I want to say I'm keeping it, but I'm making it for any future shows. And I'm gonna base this guy out in white, do a cool black rub out, do some maybe like silver and black details, a little bit of red. Real kind of Slipknot-esque piece right there. And then this guy is kind of like a vampire clown. Wish you had a way over. Yeah. Want some grunge? Want some grande? Want some food? Yeah, I mean, we've always told our friends and stuff, hey, if you're not doing anything for dinner, just come on over. If we're cooking, then there's gonna be plenty for everyone. So, like I said though, unfortunately, some of my best friends have moved out of the area, out of the state, even at that. So, and then COVID hit, so a lot of people are just weary about visiting other people's homes and stuff on top of that. So. Beautiful birds. I had sign-in steak, or sirloin steak, on the cob, baked potato. Ooh, yeah, nice. Oh, well, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, man. Did you guys cook out, or did you go out and eat somewhere? Around here, we have a lot of steakhouses because Clarksville's huge, but the best place for steaks is Old Charlie's, which is not considered a steakhouse, but they seem to have the best tasting, and their cooks actually seem to know what they're doing when it comes to cooking steaks. Where sometimes you go to a steakhouse, it can be hit or miss. You think that's their specialty, but they still sometimes don't know the difference between well done and medium. We like Logan's Steakhouse, or Logan's Roadhouse, or whatever that's called. That's one of our favorite places, but Old Charlie seems to be the best all around. Some of you guys didn't know I hurt my hand. I was working on some bodies, doing some cutting around some PVC that I put inside a leg, and was setting it up to have a stand for it, and I sliced my hand open. Xander! Alright, it's not my kid. I hear a kid playing out in the middle of the street. It's like, what the hell? You guys hear the EMTs, firemen, police, all that in the background? Yeah, that's another reason I'd like to move out of central located town, because you hear that a lot. Just peed me. What are we barking at? I have no idea. Not mine. On the grill, yeah. You cooked out? Yeah, it'll be fine. I've had worse cuts between fights and broken glass than a knife cut, so. Or just military in general. It'd be fine. Wife thought, because it was like about that long and real deep, and it had muscle tissue coming out of it, that she had to take me to the hospital to get stitches. I'm like, nah. We'll just tape it up, butterfly it. Give it a few weeks. Alright. White always seems to be kind of thin, so I always like to do at least 2 good base coats of white. Obviously letting the first one dry, so you don't have drying latex marks in it. And what I mean by that is, when latex starts to sit up, and that's for any kind of painting, even on the ship and stuff, when latex based paint starts to dry, it gets tacky. So anything you do across it, brush strokes, fingerprint, anything like that will stay in it. Even if you layer up over it, you still might be able to see it. Yeah, I just thought I'd enjoy the day outside, and duct tape, super glue, fixes everything. Yes, exactly. Yep. Who just PM'd me? I don't know about the trio tonight. I'm no longer on that page. No idea. Are those zombies? So, okay, so this mask, for instance, it was one of my first sculpts, like 6, 7 years ago. I call it See No Evil. He's got his eyes all scratched out. So whenever it's a face mask, whenever you wear it with the elastic, it slightly pulls the eye holes open. So it's kind of cool. You can't see the wearer's eyes, but they can see out of it to see you. So no, they're not zombies. They're just kind of a weird demon mask. Some people have said, "Oh, it looks like a clown because he's kind of got a roundish nose." It was not made to be a clown, but I have converted it to make clowns. And this is just one of those masks that I don't put out there all the time, but every time I make one, I usually sell it. Well, I do sell it because I don't have any of them. But the two that I have here, getting started, are for, if you guys know RJ, he's got a shop up north. And then this was a commission mask that I made for a guy. He kind of wanted like a bit of Vic from, or not Vic, he wanted a bit of Mick from Slipknot, Joey from Slipknot, and another one of their guys put together. And so I sent him a sketch, and he liked it and approved it, and then I got sculpted on it, and he said I could resell them, but that one I'm just doing as a test paint to see how it goes. He already got his, so this will just be for me and maybe to sell. If we're talking about the zombies, Lloyd, that Lewis just got, he got one, and I delivered one to an antique shop up here that actually found me the mold. I can make one for you. That's actually the same thing I got to cast up for Samantha. She wants a blank of it. And her rib cage. Actually, Samantha, I will go get that for you. I'll show you. So here's a blank rib cage. Samantha wanted this. I have a painted one in there for a costume, but because it's such a big, kind of flat piece, I back it with mesh. You may not be able to see that too well, but once I get done, I think the latex is thick enough. Then while it's still in the mold, I'll lay down another layer of brush-on latex, and then I'll mesh it, and it helps keep the strength of it, just so it's not as floppy as straight up latex, being given the size of it. Oop. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Thank you. Well, I always thought not so much a talent was something that I cherished in myself as much as talent was honesty and that kind of thing, and I am, but sometimes people just suck at life. I just heard a quote, and I gotta look it up. but it says miserable beings will search out more miserable beings so they can be happy. Like, that is a good quote. Or then they're happy or something like that. But I gotta find that because, yeah. It seems to play a part in some of the crap lately. Cool thing about the base layer, I like to get it in all the cracks and details and stuff just so it's that much more, got that much more coverage and based out. But if you're doing a rub out or anything like that, that's going to get in some of those deep cracks and stuff that your base may not. It's not terribly important because it's going to get hit anyways. But I like to do it because it just strengthens the mask that much more, makes it that much more thick. And alright, so got one more dude to base out. He's kind of got a zombie-like mouth. Like I said, it's just a demon. It's supposed to be, his eyes are cut out, kind of like a see no, hear no. RJ Nice. Oh, yeah. Well, since Mondays I'm going to have some more time on my hands, I'm going to start paying more attention to that beauty right back here. It's got a... Here, I'll show you. And he's a bit dirty, but... Or she. We got a custom TNT exploding flames paint job on it all the way across. Decked out in tons of chrome. Sounds freaking awesome. Obviously my daughter's too young to go riding around with, but she'll sit in front of me and have her legs over the gas tank, and I'll take her in the little circles around the backyard and stuff. Yep. Thank you, Sam. And then my son, he is big enough, so sometimes he'll ride short rides with me. He gets kind of impatient after about 15 minutes to miles. So usually it's just if we're going up to the Mexican restaurant or somewhere close that he'll ride with me. Other than that, he's just like, here. He starts waving at people and stuff. He's a goof. Little goof. Yeah, I got the bike with that custom paint job on it like it is. I didn't do it myself or have it done. And it's funny because my helmet that I bought to take a class after I had to recertify after leaving the service and stuff matches the bike perfectly. It's kind of got that black and red ghost flames and skull pieces on it and stuff, so it just fit. But I might hit up, if you guys follow some pages, David Quinn, I might hit him up for a bike wrap or something one day if I decide to change it, because it's got a custom chop fender and some other stuff, and I can't find, I wouldn't, like, if that paint job fails or whatever in the future, I can't replace it with the exact same parts. It's a custom bike. So I might just get a wrap or something for it to protect what's on there already and have something different. That's not going to cost me a whole arm and a leg to repaint. get finished with this guy, I will show you guys all the little fruit guys I have getting ready to paint. Always love doing the fruit guys. I love the reactions they get. That seems to be the funnest part of it. Barking at. Had to go see if Devil Dog next door was out. Yep, there's always something going on. I want to get a house in the country, right outside city limits, so I ain't got to hear that crap. That stuff doesn't really bother me as much as just people, I guess, and all the accidents. I hate having neighbors. Well, I guess not. I want to hate having every neighbor, but I hate having ones I have. Freaking violent dogs and Alright, I'm gonna move these guys in front of the shop fan to quick dry. Where's my bag of fruit at? Show you guys a finished rib cage, or a partially finished rib cage. Are you and your family staying safe? My friend's boss got run over. Oh, Rona now. Yeah? Yeah, everything's been pretty good about that, for us anyways. Yep, we don't really go out that often. We go out to the Mexican restaurant that we DJ at, and that's about it. Other than the post office to send stuff out, you know. All right. See if I can adjust this too. My mask. My mask. Oh, fart. I'm gonna have to touch it up. Stay there, don't move. So this whole box right here is full of there we go. Full of our little ferocious food guys. Got tons of bananas. We just finished our peppers. So got a handful of these guys to prep for painting. Got some pears, potatoes, potato. Yeah, so really all this is going to be is just some cut and trim and a little bit of buffing off the edges. I love these bananas. They're so cool. So with any of my two-piece or two-part mold, full head masks, or props, they always usually leave a seam. My latest mask barely had one, but you'll still see a little bit of a line there from the two-part mold. So what I do is I go through and I trim them down. So that what they call the flashing, get rid of the flashing and the excess latex around that seam. And then I hit it up with this cotton tip little thing right here. So I'll do all the cutting first, and then if I have time before dinner, because we always eat dinner late, then I will do the next step. If not, then I'll do that later off camera. Two bananas. Selling rotten food never looks so good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just like the characters I try bringing out in them, you know, and they're goofy, they're fun. Kind of like me. Try not taking anything serious, and unless you step on my toes. And these guys, I think I foam fill every single one of our food items, so not only the product in latex and foam, but all the time it takes me to cut, trim, paint. Definitely wasn't charging myself enough early on. Hey, hey, what's up, Michael? This one's really thick. It's probably as thick as a basketball, if not thicker. I forgot about it in the mold. Oh, that one's already trimmed. Yay! I cast everything I do thick enough to stand on its own, so I always like to test that as I'm trimming it up. There we go. He's standing. Do a prop mask, roulette, get 3 bowls. Glad to see I make it back safely. What do you mean? I'll have to read that comment a little bit more thoroughly, Sam, to know what you mean. Michael, what do you mean, back safely? From all our travels? So we have been trekking around quite a bit. Another nanner. An army of bananas have come to take your soul. That one's cut already. Here's our murderous mushroom. And I'm still standing. So there's just a tidbit of flashing still left around the top. That's why it looks a little rough. And like I said, I go over that with the cotton Dremel tool. The army is expanding. Here's our apple. One of these days, whenever I have some sitting around that's not going into orders, I'm going to experiment with doing like a hollow cast foam-filled apple with and pumpkin with lights inside on a nice wood base. Inside cooking? Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're just asking. I'm asking Mom something. She let me know.
Better not get too close to my cars with that bike.
I'm not.
Is the next door neighbor's dog out?
No.
Okay. I was wondering what our dog was going nuts about. It's probably just you.
Yeah.
What's that?
It looks like they're making a big fire.
Are they doing it now?
No, they have like 12 holes by their head.
Oh yeah. Dude's a dingbat. He thinks the problem is people getting to his dogs, not his dogs getting out attacking people. So I tell you, yeah, that's why I tell you kids be careful, especially when that dog's out, because I mean, that's why they blocked in his doggy door so he couldn't come in and out by himself. But it's through the week though. He can't sleep over.
No, I don't. We don't have school for this whole week.
Oh, you don't?
No,
What happened?
Because a the real virtual, they're going to the real school because they had to do TCAT testing, but they can't do it on a computer, so they're going to do it at school. And then us, we just have our own work to do. And there's no Zoom for us.
So does that? I wonder if Xander will have to do any testing like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're like homeschool, I think you don't.
Well, me and Mom might be putting you in summer school.
What's that? It's where you do school in summer. Just for the whole month?
Just because we don't feel like you've learned enough at home. I wonder why that is. Michael says hi, son.
Hi.
He's watching on here.
Hi, Michael.
This is our, what was this guy called?
Teacup. Jacob. No, it's teacup. Oh. He's making teacup.
Our evil Chip from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, that's Chip.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Michael. I got a mohawk now. Let me get a drink.
Alright, we got 3 taters left. So I guess I'll toss the pear,
Potatoes.
pumpkin. We got 4 peppers, which is good because I want to color each a different color. We got 4 bananas. Mushroom and evil Chip. Here's the guy that started it all. The Terror Tater. Is she barking at you guys, bud?
Hi, baby.
Jeez, son. Oh, hey, can you bring me that cup that Mom made me? I want to show that.
Which one? Is it both?
No, this one, the one with killer clowns. So my wife is making tumblers now. She's doing freaking awesome. She did all the paints in and underneath. She added a Killer Clowns from Outer Space sticker, because that's like my favorite thing of all time. And then our business logo. So she coated this with multiple layers of real thin resin. Put those stuff on there, colored it and everything.
I'm trying to do a kickflip when I can.
She does a good job at pretty much anything she tries to do. Michael, if you didn't hear, Xander said hi back.
Me and Michael have another sleepover. We got new haircuts. Oh shit. Let me get my backpack. Let's see if this one, Daniel, what? What?
Mosquitoes are coming out, guys. Alright. So that guy is good. So what are you doing tonight? You staying over tonight, or when?
Huh?
When's your friend staying over?
I don't know. We have to clean the house, remember?
Well, yeah, we always have to keep the house clean. Why don't you go clean your room so you guys can play in there a little bit easier? What you whispering about?
Okay, how am I gonna flippin'... Can you help me try to make this stuck in my backpack? I'm trying to make it stuck. That's short. I ain't going all the way down there. I literally need like some kind of shit in.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get to the buffing part of this because of daylight. What is keeping it from staying? You heard. Better watch how you spell. Mike, you're 2 years older than Xander. You should know how to spell herd.
B-R-D.
Herd, bud.
Hood? He doesn't know how to spell hood?
Well, you spell. Let me see if you know how.
H-E-R-D.
That's not herd. That's,
H-E-A-R-D.
there you go. Herd. Yeah, H-E-R-D is herding animals. Herd, like I heard that, is H-E-A-R-D, like you said. So.
Wait, is this good? Yeah. It's a bit of
But he's on a computer or something too, so it could have been a type error. Perfect.
Well, I'm gonna ride all the way down to your house.
You have a handful of orders for all these guys.
I want to ride it at the park, you know?
Whichever ones that I have in excess, we'll just go for a show later this year. This is all the scrap extra latex, which I can put into something sometime. I'm still standing. Oh, dang it. Why do I gotta touch stuff, guys? It's like everything I touch just falls apart. Autocorrect, huh? Then it would, well, I guess unless it knew how you were meaning it, it would autocorrect it correctly. Just getting that guy good and based out. Might give him another one just to smooth things out a bit later. But, well, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to wrap this stuff up and maybe take the bike out for a quick spin before dinner. So Samantha, yeah. Especially if someone was interested in a pineapple, I definitely would. I've thought about it. I thought about doing a pineapple with a ton of spikes, like punk rock spikes all over it, instead of the weird little burrs and stuff that a pineapple has on it. So, um, yeah, maybe do like a punk pineapple or something like that. I have a carrot that I'm going to be finishing up soon. Carnivorous carrot. Enjoy dinner. Have a great night. Yes, you too. Night, Lloyd. And might be doing a carrot, or I am doing a carrot and something else. But yeah, I've definitely thought about the pineapple. So.